Do you think you could now?
As a comedian.
Because I was just going to ask you, like, how do you? My only concern with that would be like being too negative. Because like sometimes when I'm angry about something, it comes off as angry and like not funny.
Well, it's not what you say; it's how you say it. The great Doug Stanhope. When I say the great Doug Stanhope, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. The great Doug Stanhope once told me that the reason why comedy is good is because no matter what happens, you could go up there and talk about it. Whether it's your mother getting hit by a car or whether it's your daughter graduating the 8th grade. You have to find the humor in those realms. And that's why he's a great fucking comic. A lot of people are going to listen to this and go, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Joey. Think about it. This is why every day you have material. This is why every day, if there's an open mic, you should be down there. I don't want you to get on stage and talk about the Jewish and the Hamas. That's not comedy. That's what we're listening to when we turn on every fucking channel. I want you to talk about how this affects you. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? If there's a war in the Middle East, you know we're going to have a problem getting hummus in this motherfucker. These people are going to have to be going back to onion dip. You know, whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But that's what's great about comedy. You can talk about the good stuff and you can talk about the fucking bad stuff. But I want you to talk about what gets you angry. So here I was doing knock-knock jokes in a San Francisco stage. Honest. I'm doing comedy at this time, I don't know. Let's clock it at 15 fucking years, which is about right. And I'm going on stage talking about stuff that's kind of funny. I'm a feature act. I'm at the store. I'm good enough to be at the store, but something was missing. And before I go on stage, I look at Brian Redband and Rogan and Eddie and whatever. And if there were 6 of them, 4 of them had the same phone. And for some reason, that would piss me off to no end. I don't know. I'm old school Cuban guy. This had to be 15 fucking years ago. You want to judge me for this? I just didn't like it. It wasn't in my realm that 4 dudes had the same phones and they put it to each other and look at their phones. It drove me up a fucking wall. Do you understand me?
No.
And I would go up there and I would look at the phones and I realized that when I would look at the phones, I'd kill that night. When I had that pre-thought of the phones, like 2 minutes before I went on stage, the guy would come up and go, Joey, we're going to give him the light now. And as I was getting up, getting ready, you know, going, and they go knock him dead and shit. I'm looking at the phone. Like the first 2 nights, I did great because I got mad at the phones. You know what night I fucking destroyed that audience? And you know that I ate dick at that place. I was there. If I was there 10 years at 5 shows, if I did 60 shows there, I can honestly look everybody in the face here and tell you I ate 45 bags of dick.
No.
San Francisco, straight up. I've been bombing at Cobb's since day one. I've been bombing at Cobb's. You understand me? They just didn't dig me, and then I made them dig me. I learned how to fucking, so now when Rogan had shows up there, they'd add shows, I'd fucking come out attacking. I failed sometimes, but I experimented. But the night I literally destroyed them was the night I actually looked at those guys, and I'm like, what are you, a bunch of fucking fags? What the fuck is wrong with you fucking guys with matching fucking phones? It's 2009, you motherfuckers got matching phones around me. There was an incident with a computer one night that they didn't want to close and I broke it. Wait. Nights I had the best sets of my life.
I just want to clarify something. Were you just sitting in the green room and it was like silent, or they were just talking about jujitsu or something, and you just started going off about phones?
What's that?
And they like you just randomly out of nowhere brought up the phone and started going from like 0 to 100.
They're doing jumping jacks. They're talking about minerals, whatever the fuck they're talking about. And I'm sitting there like, I got to go up in 8 minutes. And these motherfuckers are talking about minerals and the things on their phones that their phones do. And then they put their phones down. And just looking at those 4 phones, I would have fucking deep, deep anger. Like I would just think about, I don't know why. It just burnt me the fuck up that they had 4 matching phones. In fact, that was one of the things I told Eddie Bravo when I told him Rogan was in the CIA. That fucking, remember when they had the matching phones? He's like, yeah, you're right. The lung feels great, cocksucker. But yeah,
I'm
I
happy.
discovered that the night I actually, now, there was a bunch of guys that could turn me into a pretzel in that. They were laughing their fucking asses off. They were laughing their fucking ass. I'm calling them fags. Look at you. What's next? Pink shoes? You know, what the fuck? And they're dying of laughter because they knew where it was coming from. And then one day somebody actually got mad at me. And when I got on stage, Joe explained to them, it's all an act. It's all an act. He's going to come back in that door and he's not even going to mention, he's going to give you a hug and tell you he's sorry that he was fucking with you because he wanted to get fired up because he was going on stage. I will start anything with you just to get hot to go on stage. At that time, and I still need it. I don't want nobody in there, but I do because they're going to irritate me. They're either going to bring hummus in there or olives, or they're going to bring their grandmother in there and I can't smoke dope. There's always something that has to irritate me, even though on any other day, I would giggle at it because I got to get the Spanish blood boiling to dig into. I want the people to hear what I'm really fucking talking about. Not the knock jokes I was writing.
Right. That's
You know,
great.
Look, like fired up. Now I got to get out of here and do like 10 more bong hits. How long we been on here? I think it's time, cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. They are what they are. We're just having a good time here. We ain't making you no promises. We ain't telling you no lies. Tell them, Lee. Drop some knowledge on these bitches. Where you at tonight?
Tonight, I'm fucking staying here. I took a lot of those.
No, where you at this week?
Oh, this week like I said, I'm in Wilbraham. I'm sorry, I don't know more. It's a barn. You know what I'm talking about if you live there. It's like a really cool place. And then next week, Wednesday the 25th, I'm off the rails in Worcester, 8 o'clock.
Between you and I, this barn.
Yes.
You want to make a little money with Jewish Lightning? You want to make a statement? What are you doing?
I don't think you can after you talk about it on a podcast.
It's a barn. All you gotta do is fart on the fucking hay, and that place is going up.
Oh, it doesn't have hay. It's a nice place.
Oh, it's a nice place. All right.
Yeah, thank God. I'm done doing shows in places with hay.
Like I said, it's always very nice to talk to you during the weekend. You know, like I said, I'm not a full-time comic no more, but I'll always be a fucking comic. And I like doing this with you. I like talking to you fun. A week when you hit me, you know, what should I do? Should I send them an email? No, send them a fucking joint. Send them a picture of a fucking 21-year-old with bottle rockets in a fucking asshole. That he might, I don't know when they're going to call you back, Lee.
Right.
You know what? If you don't submit that email, you're not creating anything because sometimes you might send me an email for some shit because, you know, somebody told you if you work for the clubs, and all of a sudden you might not hear from me, but you might hear from somebody else with the better offer. And you're going to go, how the fuck did you hear about me? He goes, the guy you sent the email to, Joey Diaz, he sent his package to me. So always send the package, always make the call. Let them tell you fucking no. Always be the aggressor, because in stand-up comedy, the first 5 years, if you're not the aggressor, I don't want you standing outside their house. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you standing outside the house telling them you want to rub their feet and paint their fucking house. Not at all. I just want you to tell them, introduce yourself, send them the package. Don't send them a bottle of wine. Don't be a suck ass. Yes, if Lee tells you to call him, drop Lee's name. If I tell you, Lee, call him, drop his name. He told me to tell you to drop his name, and he'll know who you are. If not, you take your chances. Your goal every week is to get on stage at this level. But your goal also is to make a notebook and write all the people you call. And you got to make at least 5 calls a day. That's 25 calls a week from Monday to Friday. Some people are going to hang up on you. You're going to get a lot of voice messages. You're going to get a lot of, your call has been redirected to a voicemail that has not been set up yet or whatever other excuse. But just that energy of you calling, that creates something. Trust me, I was the king of that motherfucker. I'm telling you this from experience.
Because that's I think it would be a great thing to talk about in your book is I never want to bother anybody. So if you're making 25 calls a week, you're only calling one person one time a week, right? You're not calling someone every day.
Listen, man, you're looking for work. You're always looking to meet new people, rekindling old ideas, and trying to get work from people you've worked for before. You have to balance that. I'm exaggerating at first because I want you to think that way, that every day you got to make a call, Jack. Every day. Every day some guy's going to go, you're going to go do an open mic tomorrow night? Correct?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
When you get off stage, some guy's going to come up to you and go, hey, man, you ever playing fucking whatever? No. Give this guy a call. I'll call him tonight and tell him you're fucking great. You just did 20 minutes and you crushed here. He'd love to have you. It's $200 a hotel, and they give you a fucking Red Lobster dinner. What do you're not looking to conquer the world. You're just looking. So you never know what move you're making. But again, nothing happens on the fucking couch. So I'd rather go. That's why I said to you, even if that one night, I want you to go watch comedy. Go in as a civilian. You're not looking for a guest set. You're not looking for nothing. You want to sit in the back like I did. The privilege I did that I had that not a lot of other comics had, that once I finished with my set early on, I went to the Comedy Store, smoked dope, and sat in the back. And I'd watch 4 or 5 comics in a row while I drank a water and a big fucking Coke. Yeah, I snorted Coke later after my set, because I used to go up at 1 a.m. then. But my real pleasure down there, and the real reason why I learned, was because I'd sit there, average of 4 nights a week for an hour. And I made myself watch live comedy. Live comedy. So you could see everything. And I like what you do. From time to time, you go see a band.
Every once in a while, I try to definitely do a bunch of stuff. I always watch whenever I'm lucky enough to open for somebody. I always stay in the room and watch their set.
All right. Well, listen, you keep doing what you're doing. You call me during the week. I got shit to do and people to see. All right. My
love you, buddy.
Out the wall here. I love you. Have a good week. And we'll talk in fucking 2 hours.
Love you, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.